welcome back to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Today this is going to be like a mixture of videos. It's going to be like an all day clean with me because I just don't have like a straight 2 hours to get cleaning done. So if the lighting looks different or I look different, that's why it is the same day, but just different times of the day. But I'm also going to be like cleaning, organizing, decluttering. So I've just got chores that need to get done. So if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and join my family here on YouTube, but let's get to cleaning now.
Forgot that feeling, the sun in my face, it's so well needed. Life will take care of the rest.
We're gonna go ahead and start off in my master bedroom today. You guys know I like starting in here. I like to get dressed and then head to my bedroom and get that bed made. I just feel like it sets the tone for the whole day, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do here first. When I started this cleaning video, I had no idea how long it was gonna be. I just needed to clean throughout the day. I had made a list the night before, and as you can tell by the length of this video, I ended up getting a whole lot done. I even cut a lot out. So I'm gonna work on this room, and then later on in the video, I am gonna work on a few areas of decluttering, and one of those areas is going to be that nightstand drawer over there. I try not to keep too big of nightstand drawers because I know they get cluttered, but even that small one fills up, so I'm going to be working on that just a little bit later in today's video.
Create that feeling, the sun on your skin, as great as breathing, filling the spaces within. Running around, are we there yet? Music is not where we are.
So my comforter is from Kohl's. I always get questions about it when I show my bedroom. It was on clearance when I got it around Christmas time as a gift, so I don't know if they still have it. If they ever get it back, I'll definitely link it for you guys. But just be aware, it was a little bit pricey and it was just the comforter. I thought it was going to be the whole set, but it wasn't, so I think that's what threw me. And if you notice, I switched out the white pillows from my sectional to my bedroom. I like to flip-flop things. I feel like when you decorate your house in neutrals, it's kind of like a capsule wardrobe, and you can just change out your looks all the time and you don't have to buy new pieces. You can just flip-flop things. So I had done that with my pillows. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on fluffing the sectional up. I do this all the time. It doesn't necessarily need it. I just like the way it looks when it's all nice and put together. And then I'm going to work on folding these blankets, and George is always on here, so I like to keep it covered up just so it doesn't get dirty. It's been snowy here and I didn't want it to get all wet.
Summertime.
Now I'm just working on cleaning up my dining room. It never gets bad. I don't keep any pieces in there that can like hold clutter, and that's kind of my goal. So my table may get items put on it, but I can just put those away quickly and then push the chairs in. Most of the time I have to fold up a towel that's in there by the back door just from George. We have to wipe his paws every time he comes in. And then I'm going to go ahead and just take my Jaws wood floor cleaner and I'm going to wipe off my dining room table.
Easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending, I'm more like this, a game for the reckless.
Now I'm just working on getting my island cleared off. It's definitely a catch-all. I try not to keep any decor up there. I just try to keep it nice and simple, so when I know something's on there, I know I need to go clean it off. Don't be alarmed if you're new and saw that trash can on my counter. It's not an actual trash can. I use it to hold my camera, so I'm not like being dirty and having a trash can upside down on my island. It's just easier to set up sometimes than like putting up my tripod. So as you can see, I'm just kind of putting everything in its home. I feel like that's the best way to start off when you're cleaning, and everything should have a home so you know exactly where to go. You're not like, you know, wondering where to put things or trying to organize as you go. And then Chase left his boots out from the snow, and that was George's bowl from eating breakfast. So I'm just gonna put those away, and then I'm gonna tidy up these chairs, and then I'm gonna head over and back into my kitchen and start unloading my dishwasher. You'll see that I'm washing my hands real fast. I like to go ahead and wash my hands before I unload the dishes. I feel like they're nice and clean, and I have been touching things, putting them away, especially like the shoes in the dog bowl. But even other than that, I always try to just wash my hands, just because that's stuff we eat with and we put in our mouth. So I do that real quickly, and then I'm gonna speed this up real fast for you and get the dishes unloaded.
Mad woman, mad woman, mad woman, calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
So lately I've been getting a lot of questions. I want to say it's my silverware, but it's actually like goldware. So it's like gold and then like faux marble at the bottom. And every time you guys see it, you always want to know where it's from. I found it from Big Lots, and it was on sale, and it goes on sale often. And it was super cheap, and most gold pieces like that you can't put in the dishwasher, and it's actually dishwasher safe. So if you're in the market for like updated silverware, I think it's a fun way just to add to your kitchen. It's kind of like the hardware. It's something easy to change out and pretty cheap to do, but it makes a bold statement, especially if you're having people over for dinner. It's fun to pull out the gold silverware instead of just silver. I don't know, I just think it's fun. It's a little pop of something different and unexpected. So definitely check out Big Lots if you guys are in the market. Right now, I'm just drying out my sink. There is something about a dry sink. I just love it. There's no watermarks. It just looks nice and fresh. Definitely try it out. I just always love to give you guys fun cleaning tips that you may not already do. So the next time you're done cleaning your sink, just dry it out, and I promise you it just adds that special little touch. And then after this, I'm gonna head on over to my island and wipe it down. There's something about wiping down my island. I love to do it. I do it all the time. It's so calming to me. So I actually enjoy doing it. I enjoy the products that I use. I just think it's something that calms me down during the day. So anytime I see even a speck of like a crumb on there, I just head in there and wipe it down.
And I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me.
It is laundry time now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off in Chase's closet. That's where like our main laundry basket is. It's the biggest one. So I'm gonna go grab all the towels that he has in there, or that we've thrown in there during the week, but I also like to check for all the dirty towels in the house. So I'll go in my bathroom and make sure I have all of those. I'll check my laundry basket, I'll check Savannah's laundry basket, the kitchen, all of that. Anytime I'm doing a load of towels, I try to get as many as I can. Now the only towels that I don't mix are like the boys, and by the boys I mean my fur babies. So Tiger and George's I do separate. Obviously I don't want them mixed with towels that are going to be going on our face and all of that, but now I'm just going to go ahead and get that started. I had already run their towels, and you probably saw me sniff them. Sometimes they get super smelly, especially right now with the snow. George has just been wet. So I used my odor cleanse, which gets smells out. And I was just making sure it works, and it always does. I love that stuff. This is not sponsored, but if you guys are needing a type of cleaner that just gets smell out of dirty laundry, I'll have that link down below in my description box. So Something else that I like to do often is vacuuming, and most of you guys all know that, but especially our bedroom, just because the boys sleep in there. Chase and Savannah have a hard time sometimes with George. He is shedding as a puppy right now, and he sleeps in here with us, so I just like to go ahead and vacuum multiple times a day, so it's just getting up all that fur. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, even if George wasn't there, I was gonna vacuum anyways, but it kind of gives me more of an excuse so I don't sound as crazy. And now I'm gonna go do the same thing with my rug. I like to vacuum it often. What I love about it is it doesn't really show vacuum lines or footprints, so it always looks nice and fresh. But with those items, you also have to be really careful because you'll catch yourself that they don't look like they need to be cleaned, so you don't. So I like to just go ahead and do this often. George is always all over this, and so I'll vacuum it all different ways and all different directions, and then it not only looks fresh, but it feels fresh and smells fresh. So I'm gonna work on this and get this nice and clean. Okay, now I'm going to work on vacuuming off my sectional, and for this I like to use my Dyson. I ended up with a 2 cordless vacuum, so I just keep one with the small attachment just because it makes it easier and I can grab it and vacuum all that fur off. Once again, you don't see it. I feel like this sectional hides dirt really well. Like, I guess it's just a really good color. It's from Ashley Furniture, and I always keep that link down below in my description box. I think I've had like a million questions about it in the last couple days. And then just real quickly, you guys always ask me about my rugs. So the one in there in my dining room is from Ross that I'm vacuuming right now, and then my living room rug is from Boutique Rugs, and I actually have like a 55% coupon code with them right now, and I'll leave that down below in my description box if you guys are in need of a rug. And now I'm going to go ahead and hang up my vacuums. I like to do that immediately just so they always stay charged. Now it is time to declutter this drawer, so I just like to do the KonMari method where you just pull everything out, because I've come in here a few times and just kind of picked at it and it doesn't get that clean. So I pulled everything out of it. That drawer is tiny, so I'm actually shocked this many things could actually fit in it, so that's just more reason that it needed to be decluttered. So I just put like my most important items back in. Some of these were just notes Chase will leave me, and Savannah always keeps them in her little treasure box right there, so I put those away and I'm gonna put that back in. But basically I'm just going through piece by piece. If it needs to be in the drawer, I make it fit, but if it doesn't, if that's not its home, it needs to either be trashed or put back in its spot that it belongs. So that's what I'm working on. Okay, it's in like no means perfect, but it is just my nightstand drawer, so at least I can see everything that I need and everything that I want is in there for at night. I'm just taking those other items and sorting back through them. A lot of them were trash. It was just like piece of papers that I had notes on, or it was like old cords that don't even go to iPhones that we own anymore. They're like super old and broken. So I'm so glad I went through that. Now, while I was working on that, I noticed how dirty my nightstands are. I love that they're mirrors, so they're super glam and super fun. I bought these off Facebook Marketplace for $15 each. Was it 15? No, it was 20. It was $20 each because I paid $40, but I love them. The size is perfect. They're smaller than most nightstands, but that length of my wall isn't super large, so I just needed something small, and I didn't want something with like tons of huge drawers. Otherwise, you just cram them full. I've been there and done that, so I just felt like these were perfect, but I am cleaning them off often just because if you put a cup down or touch them, there's like fingerprints, but they look so nice once they're nice and shiny. Since I had like my Jaws window cleaner out and my e-cloth rag, those are like the duo when you're cleaning mirrors or windows, I thought I might as well do my front windows. It had been snowing there, so we kept like putting our faces against the windows to like look out and see the snow. The girls had been there looking out, so they've just gotten really dirty. Plus it's like beautiful white snow outside, so I just wanted the windows nice and clean, so when we look out the window we see just the beautiful view of snow. And then this back door is my nemesis. It's always been. It just gets so dirty, and now that we have George it's even worse, but I just can't imagine getting rid of it. Chase had talked about replacing it, but I feel like it would just make the space way too dark, so I will just continue to clean it every single day of my life.
I belong to you. Take me to your soul.
Okay, I sped this up super quick, but I know some of you guys enjoy seeing me clean bathrooms and some of you don't, so I just thought this would be a perfect balance. I needed to work on this bathroom. It's Savannah's bathroom, but it's also our guest bathroom, so it just needed a quick wipe down. And then once I'm finished with this, I'm also gonna declutter underneath her cabinet sink because it needed to be done. So real quickly, let's get this bathroom clean.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
Okay, now I was about to restock her toilet paper and I noticed that these hadn't been stamped, or if they had, she had already messed them up. So I went ahead and took them into my kitchen because a subscriber pointed out about using my kitchen faucet. And I thought about it, but I thought there's no way, it's too big. But then after that comment, I had to try it, and oh my goodness, I'm in love with it. It's like a huge flower. So you can use any faucet in your house. If you like things more simple, definitely go to like a bathroom. But if you want it more bold and big, try out your kitchen faucet sink. But this is just called stamping. I have a whole video on it that you guys went crazy for. It's need to know cleaning hacks, so definitely check that out if you have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm talking about.
Coast collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
So I'm a very big believer in the KonMari method. Anything that's not working, pull it out, go through it. You're more likely to get rid of it. You're more likely to realize you're not using it, and you're more likely to find things that you didn't know you had inside the cabinets. So I highly suggest you pull everything out. The only thing I didn't pull out was Savannah's jewelry type thing organization, because it's working. If you have a system and it's working somewhere, there's no reason to fix something that's broke, so just leave it and work around it. But I did take everything else out and sort through it just to pull out. We had products that, you know, were empty. She had robes that didn't fit her anymore. So I just feel like it's so smart to go ahead and get everything pulled out so you can see how much is in that space and see exactly what you have. So here's a final look at how it turned out. So like I mentioned previously, the day before had been a snow day, so all her friends were out of school. They had played out in the snow all day, so you can only imagine the amount of clothes we had, because she kept like coming in to warm up and we would change clothes because hers were wet and cold. So her laundry grew so much yesterday, and then they decided to do a slumber party. And anytime after Savannah has a sleepover, I like to go ahead and wash all the bedding and all the blankets. I don't know, it just makes me feel better. So if anybody was sick or anything, I don't know, maybe that's just the germaphobe coming out in me, but I like to get it all nice and fresh. So I had so much laundry that day from the snow day and the sleepover. So I was kind of showing you what I was working with. So my previous loads were still going in there, so I couldn't start her laundry yet. So while that finishes up, I'm gonna head into my beauty room bathroom. I'm just gonna do a real quick speed clean in here, just around the sink and mirror. I'm not even gonna touch my toilet, but I just wanted to get this area kind of wiped down because I'm gonna declutter underneath this cabinet as well. It's really hard for me to declutter if the space that I'm working in is a disaster or messy. So definitely make sure you clean your house first, or at least that area that you're gonna tackle, because decluttering is already so overwhelming and it definitely gets worse before it gets better. So in my opinion, you should just start with a clean slate before you start decluttering. Once again, it's the same method. I use this if I'm decluttering closets, bedrooms, drawers, bathrooms. Pull everything out, especially in bathrooms, because I feel like we as women have so many products and sometimes we overbuy because we don't think we have anything left, but we had a whole container of it in the back. Plus, it's just good to get everything out so you can clean out that space. I needed to wipe everything down. It'd been a while since I actually cleaned out the inside of my cabinet, so I'm just going through, pulling out all the trash. Like right there, I had 2 nail polish bottles just taking up space, so I combined them and got to throw the other one away. So definitely just work through it and condense as much as you can. So one of my cleaning bottles was upside down without the lid on, so it had drained in here. I had no idea, and I wouldn't have known if I wasn't decluttering and pulling everything out. So I'm just gonna real quickly rinse it out and then dry it out, and now all my products won't be like nasty and sticky and wet. So I'm so thankful I went ahead and went through this, that it didn't leak through that container into my cabinet. I like to keep paper towels out for any guests that may come into either one of these bathrooms and use it, but I keep a towel up for me to use, and I like to change it out often. I feel like those things can get so dirty and nasty, so anytime I'm in the bathroom cleaning, I definitely switch it out. Even if I'm not cleaning, I'll switch it out. Now I'm going to take that trash and just put it out in the garage, and I'll deal with it later. Savannah had dumped out all her laundry looking for a top she needed, so now you can see the mountain of laundry that I'm working with. So now that these loads have finished, I'm going to go ahead and do the switcheroo and get those out, get everything switched, and then start a load of laundry.
We fall apart, piece by piece. That's how the little things get huge. Just keep on moving to the beat. Don't let them get the best of you when you are under the weather.
Okay, while I tackle all of this laundry, I wanted to let you guys know that over on my vlog channel, I did a collab this week with Style Mom XO, but I wanted to talk about her here as well because she does a lot of like cooking and cleaning motivation. They're also building a house, so she has like home updates. So I'm going to leave her video and her channel link down below in my description box. So if you finish today's video and want more motivation, definitely click on that down below and go check out her channel and let her know I sent you. Now I'm going to work on folding these towels that I had pulled out of the dryer. This is actually like 3 or 4 hours later. We ran into town and did some shopping, but as soon as I came back home, I wanted to finish everything that was on my list so I get straight back to work. This only had a few towels in it because it's the towels for George and Tiger. We have to keep them by or close to the back door just because Tiger and George coming in. So I recently cleared out one of these drawers, and I just feel like it's nice right here. It's much more convenient than like needing to run to the bathroom to get a towel, and then they don't get mixed up with like our nice towel. So I've enjoyed having them in that dresser right there. Now I'm gonna head it back to the laundry room. I know it seems super quick, but the loads are done just because, like I said, this is about 4 hours later. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the loads again.
The smoke in the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar-coated love. This ain't no sugar-coated love.
Okay, it's like a deja vu. I'm back in the living room folding towels again, but now these are all the towels we actually use. So I like to fold them. As I fold them, I actually put them into piles of where they belong. Let me know how you fold. Do you just fold them in stacks and then sort them later? Do you sort them and then fold them? Like I said, I just fold and then place them where they belong, so I kind of have a rhyme or reason to how I'm doing it. So let me know down in the comment section, how do you fold your towels?
I got you, I got you, I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar-coated love.
Okay, now the vacuum's coming back out. Shocker, I do vacuum throughout like the entire day. Savannah had her room nice and picked up, so I wanted to run in there and give it a quick vacuum. Once again, just a lot of girls had been in here and they'd been playing in the snow, just so I feel like the floors just could have gotten extra dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum those real quickly, and then I'm gonna start working on vacuuming my wood floors. You guys know if you've been around any length of time, they just stay so dirty all the time. I know it's the type of flooring, and the more I research it, I guess engineered hardwoods just aren't great floors, and so I'm learning that. Plus my dark shiny wood just shows everything, so I do vacuum these all the time. If you look real closely, you can see everything that vacuum's picking up.
Or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest.
Okay, if you've made it this long, thank you so much. Definitely let me know down below in the comment section, do you enjoy seeing these longer cleaning videos? Of course, I'll always do both, but if you guys enjoyed this longer version, definitely give it a thumbs up, and then let me know down below in the comment section so I know to create more of these for you guys, because I know some of you really enjoy them. I just want to know kind of how many. But I'm going to finish up vacuuming, and then I'm going to grab my mop and get these floors nice and shiny.
It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today's video and hanging out with me. Make sure you're subscribed to both channels right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!